Oh man, hey, what's up, man? Wow, missing you guys. This is crazy. Trapped in our houses with our insane families and dogs and freaking cats and everything. And it's only the first week. But whatever. Hey, I'm really missing you guys, man. I'm sure that you know that. Never been through anything like this. It's definitely not the worst thing in the world, but stinks. We got to power through it, man. New York tough, got to power through it. So I hope you guys are all cool, man. Families, please, right? Wish them my best. Do what they're telling you to do, right? Distance yourself. You know all the things that you're supposed to and not supposed to do, right? So they're telling you for a reason. So as tough as it is, we're New Yorkers, man. We're not New Jersey. We're not from Kansas, not from stupid Florida. We're New Yorkers, man. So we got this. This ain't nothing. Anyway, I put this together to help you get started on what we're about to do. We're obviously going to use Google Classroom. Been using it all year, so it's something that you're familiar with. I really want to make this as painless as possible, as simple to do and understand as possible, but just something that's useful, right? Still want to teach, still want you guys to leave us knowing a lot more than you did when you came in. And when speaking with a number of people, Jocelyn teaches with me in the third period class. Me and her have been talking a lot. And just teachers in general. My wife upstairs, right, bouncing ideas constantly off each other about what to do. That's why it's taken me so long to kind of do this and put this together. So I'm using this Zoom program, brand new, right? Don't really know exactly what I'm doing here. So, but it's something that I'm kind of digging. I think we're going to be using it throughout this whole Corona crap. And that's, if you can download Zoom, I think you can do it on your phone too. I didn't do it on my phone. I just have it on the computer right now. But it might be a way for us to all just get our, talk to each other and communicate with each other. You don't need Zoom to do what we're doing though. So again, trying to keep this simple with as little, reliance on like too much stuff as possible. Okay. So let me show you how we're going to do this. And here's where Zoom comes in, because I do stuff like this. It's pretty cool. Okay, so if you go to the Google Classroom page, right? Obviously, you were there already because you're watching this video, okay? But on the Google Classroom page, all right, read through my message. But a couple of things, okay? So you could see that I have this set up by period. All right, enter make sure you copy the code for the right class that you're in, right? Period 2, period 3, period 5. Because kind of like Google Classroom and Remind, right? I'm going to keep you guys all together as separate classes. Okay. So first thing I would do is just, copy that code down somehow. All right. Then click on over to everfi.com. All right. So that's this right here. Okay. When you click on it, it's going to ask you a couple of things. So first thing we want to do, oh wait, I could do this. Look at this. Yeah, I can draw and stuff. Okay. So if you look up here, oh, come on, now it's in the way. I'm gonna forget it. All right. So if you look up here, right, it says student teacher login. Right. So I guess you click it, you're going to have to create like an account. So they're going to ask you some basic questions, your name, all that stuff, right? So put in what you can. I already got an account. I don't need to do that. So I'm just going to stay logged in with who I am. All right. You won't see this screen. That's for me. But what you will see eventually is this screen. Okay. And this is the home screen. All right. And you'll see down below, there are 7 what we call modules. That's what they call them, right? Modules. So that's this word up here, right? Where it says select a module link below to get started. Okay. So we are going to start with the first one and go through them, right? Now, how this works is you'll see when you go through it, it's interactive. It's corny and a little goofy, and you're gonna laugh at some of the stuff because it's so stupid. But in the end, it does teach you a lot about some things that you don't know. And I'm saying that you don't know because as I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that, right? So it kind of taught me some things too. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the Google, the classroom page for a second. Okay. Because also included when I post them up, right? And you can see, right? I posted this one up as 01 Everfi Module 1 Banking Basics. Okay. So that's this, right? Banking Basics. Okay. Then I'm also attaching a Google Doc. All right. Now you're gonna have 2 choices here, and I don't really know which one works best for you. If you have a printer, you can most definitely print this out, have it in front of you, and fill it out as you go through the module. Okay. So, you'll see how it's set up, right? If you don't want to print it, it is also set up so that you can just write in it. Okay, you can type right in it. Okay, I tried to do like I put colored boxes there, which kind of cue you as to where to write. So if there's a colored box, it usually means I want you to write in it. If there's a chart, like pros and cons, right? And 1, 2, 3 on this side, 1, 2. I want you to write in it. I guess I'll color that eventually too, just so you know. So anything colored is where I want you to put your answers. Right here, it's going to ask you to put an X, right, in these boxes. So I colored the boxes, put an X in whichever ones apply. Okay, all the way through. Now, if you print it, it's obviously in front of you. So as you go through the module, you can who's coming down my stairs? No, false alarm. Okay. So, and at any moment, one of these crazy ass dogs could just run through here and rip this place apart. But anyway, if you print it, you can just go through the module and you have it in front of you, right? If you're not printing it, it becomes a pain in the ass because you got to go back and forth, right? So at some point, I don't need that screen anymore. Close that. So at some point, right, let's just get this started so you can see. Banking basics, start, right?
In this module, you will reflect on how you feel about money and the way you store your money. Discover the types of financial institutions and products they offer. Open and manage a checking and savings account. Uncover how you can begin to plan for your future through investing.
Okay.
And play a game to evaluate the impact of compound interest. Before you get started, let's see what you know.
Okay. So let's just look at this screen here, right? So in this screen, you'll see whenever you start a module, right, you got the home button that takes you right back to the previous screen, right? The one with all the modules listed. Then you have like these arrow buttons here. Now, because I'm the teacher, I could go forward through it. You won't be able to. All right. You have to go through the entire module. It tracks your progress. It saves it so that if for some reason let's say you get through like half the module and your mother calls you and you got to have dinner, or somebody else needs to use the computer and you got to log off, it'll save your progress. You're not starting from the beginning. you'll start right where you left off. Okay. You will see a back button though, because you could always go back. So let's say, for example, right, you missed something here. Oh, I didn't see this cash advance payday loans, right? You can go back and you'll find it. Okay. Over here, I'll click this. You have a glossary. So, just kind of, vocabulary terms. And feel free to use them. I have no problem with you using these, right? You have to go through the module. The definitions are usually pretty similar as you go through, but if you miss something and you need to use the glossary, or they mention something in the module, you're not too sure what it is, use it. I'd rather you use this than to Google stuff up. If you Google up, the word 401k plan, it's going to give you like this big, convoluted definition that you're going to have to, it's going to be ridiculous for you to understand, but this breaks it down for you in this program. So please try to use the stuff in the program, right? Don't go to like some online dictionary. And then this is like a listen button.
Before you get started,
right?
Let's see what you know.
So it'll just replay what they said. Okay, so I'm just going to go through a couple of these so you can see. So next, they're going to ask you, they're going to give you a pre-test, okay? Let's see what you know. Doesn't count towards a grade or anything. Some of the questions you might know, some of them like never heard of before, right? So which savings account will earn you the most money? I know this, all right? One that compounds interest daily. Boom. And it doesn't even tell you if you got it right or wrong, right? So I'm going to just click through them all, right? Okay.
How we feel about managing money can impact our choices. Some choices can be confusing and some can make us nervous. Answer a few questions to reflect on how you manage your money.
So answer these. Like, I'm just going to click anything just to move it along, but answer them because they develop a profile for you, right? And it kind of helps you along the way.
Either you've been doing some money management research on your own, or someone has taught you well. You're off to a great start, but you can always learn more. Let's get started.
Okay. So again, like, you won't be able to skip this. You have to go through each slide.
Hi, I'm Martin Suarez.
And here's where it gets
I just got my first job ever as a lifeguard. I've been working for 2 weeks now, and I'm about to get my first paycheck. The problem is, I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do.
So I'm going to skip through a little bit, all right? Because I can do that, okay? So
what do you think I should do?
So it tells you, what do you think Martin should do, right? Click one. I'm going to put the wrong one, right?
It's normal to worry about putting your money where you can't see it, but modern banking options are much safer. This sounds like a great plan.
If you get the right one, you'll get, like, eventually let you move on and continue.
Martin wants to start with online research. Let's help.
All right, let me get this guy to stop talking. So, the thing I do like about this is, even though it's dopey and goofy, kind of make stories out of it. So it's not just like info, pounding you over, bang, 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 right? They're giving you stories. Stories are dopey, right? But they do gear towards teens, right? So this could be you, right? Looking to open up an account. So you'll see. So right now, here's a great suggestion. If you don't have this thing printed out in front of you, if you have to keep on going back and forth, all right, give yourself a preview. Make sure you know what you're looking for. So the first part of this, and I'm just reading this right here, financial institutions. Write down important information about each type of financial institution in the colored boxes. Then give pros and cons for each. So look, brick and mortar, internet bank, credit union, cash advance, payday loan. So those are the first 4 things I'm looking for, right? And I'm showing you this because this is where it's at, right? You might skip over it if you're not sure what I'm asking you to look for, right? So I click on brick and mortar.
Brick and mortar banks have physical buildings.
Tell me
These
what
are the
a brick
banks
and
you
mortar
may see
bank
as you
is,
drive through town.
right? Again, briefly describe what a brick and mortar bank is. It's got it right down there, right? Popping that right in that blue box, okay? Then it's asking for pros and cons of each. You can see there's a little down arrow button.
You can exchange checks for cash, get
pros,
a debit card to use at ATMs, arrange loans, and deposit checks into your accounts.
Okay.
Use the banks, but you earn little interest on the money in your accounts.
Like the negative
pay higher bank fees since banks have to pay.
Shut up. So pros and then cons, right? And you could type that right in the box. Kids, that's pretty much how this thing's going to work. Okay. When you're done with this, obviously, I don't have a turn in button here, but you turn it in. Go through it all, make sure it's all filled out, right? Turn it in. Either I don't remember, at the end of the module, then there's a quiz. I'm pretty sure there's a quiz. So we're going to use your grade at the end. I think they ask you 10 questions, and I'll give you a quiz grade out of that. You have all the notes in front of you. You can, it's an open notes quiz, right? So whatever grade you get on the quiz, I'll count that as a quiz grade for each module. So at the end, you'll have as many modules as we get through, you'll have that number of quizzes to take. So what are you getting graded on? Number one, you're getting graded on just completing the module, okay? As like the teacher of this whole thing, I have a way, I don't know if this is the right screen. My dopey son is downloading one of the freaking Modern Warfare's, Call of Duties, right? It's been over 24 hours. He is sapping up the Wi-Fi in his house like it's never been sapped. It's just being drawn to his room so he can download, play it, which by the way he played already, but now he's home. He wants to play with his friends again. He wants to play zombies, and it's killing the Wi-Fi. Anyway, what am I telling you? So just to show you, right? You won't see this, but we will. So I have this page here, right? Eventually, okay, I'll be able to kind of track your progress. So here's Echo period 2, 3, and 5, right? And I'll be able to kind of see where it says students up here, right? Eventually, when you register, right, I'll have a list of who's in, but reports is going to tell me who completed each of the modules, right? It's going to tell me the quiz grade, like how many you got right on the quiz. It's just going to give me information, right? Because let's face it, I won't know if you complete the module. I have no idea, right? But this will track it. That's what I'm saying. Make sure you go through the entire thing. So you're going to get credit for completing the module, right, online. You're going to get credit for turning in each of the work packets, right? Now, obviously, if you're doing it on Classroom, you could just submit it there. If you printed it and wrote it out, I'm going to ask you if you could please then go back and type it in and turn it in that way. I really don't want to come back and have 85 packets of each module to grade, right? Because it's just too much. This way, as you turn them in, I could go through it, I could grade it, I could pop it up on Jupyter, you can see your progress, okay? And then the last grade will be like a quiz grade, right, after each of the modules. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to stop this here, right? Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I think it'll work out, man. I think it'll work out. You might struggle with it, right? There are times where you'll see like there's parts of it where you're like, oh, I don't know what to do here. Oh, here we go. Quiet. Dumbasses. They must see a dog walking by outside. They all jump at the window and go nuts. Stupids. Anyway, you might get to a part in the module where it's like, I don't know what to do here. They won't let me advance, right? So you gotta like look, oh, maybe I just forgot to do this one little part here. Eventually they won't let you advance till you finish each little part of each slide. Anyway, shut up, stupid. Eventually, you'll get through it. It'll be fine. And if you get stuck, man, you have my number, right? You can text me through Remind. You can text me direct. You got my phone. Call me if you need to. I would like to, if you people who have Zoom, do a little check-in every couple of days, maybe every day. I don't know what I'm doing, right? But anyway, miss the hell out of you guys. You know, every day that we're here is a day that, you know, I feel we missed out somewhere, right? Could be doing so much more at school, but this is what we got to deal with. So we'll get through it, right? Love to the fam, love to you. I'll talk to you frequently. Hope all is well. Stay well, right? Stay healthy. Love you. I really do. I love you. True story. Later.